Hello, welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I am Tina. Today I'm doing a book review of Stellar Instinct by Jonathan Navarre. This is the sci-fi action spy book from 2023. It is self-published, so it is part of my Indie April. I saw this book on my Instagram feed, and as the author had put it up for sale, I do what I usually say on this channel, and that is I'd buy that for $1. And so I did. Right off the bat, this is how you do a cover. What a beautiful one. You know instantly what it's about. The person is well done and the colors are fantastic. I was definitely judging a book by its cover for this one, and it paid off because this book is really fun. A James Bond in space story, Stellar Instinct is an entertaining fun romp with cool aliens and exciting action scenes. So what is it about? When galactic danger calls, Agent Renault answers. Strange signals pulse from an icy planet in a remote star system. Enter Lelaine Renault, GAMOP's secret agent extraordinaire. To ordinary citizens, she's Keely Larkin, an adventure company guide with a flair for the daring and a penchant for writing trite poetry. When the mission takes an unexpected turn into virtual reality gaming and terrifying cosmic forces, Lelaine leaps into action. Verses flow as she rockets through space, dons cunning disguises, and infiltrates enemy territory with an arsenal of secret gadgets. To solve the mystery behind a dastardly plan means beating a mastermind at his own game. Lelaine will need her best weapon to stand a fighting chance, her instinct. One of the things that takes me out of a spy espionage story is when the agent is a complete douche. Lelaine is not. While she's tough and rather arrogant at times, she also has a real self-identity thread that travels through the entire book. She has personality in that she loves her grandmother, debates her career choices, in that they limit her interpersonal relationships, so she's struggling with that, and wants to be a poet. She's also a consummate badass and has a huge list of skills. The one she prefers is, flying ships very fast. She's a seasoned agent high up in the company she works for, and while her competency is never in question, she isn't a superwoman. I also love that there wasn't a romance in the novel. That was very refreshing. My favorite character was her boss, Ashalodin, a fish-like dude, in that he has gills, black eyes, and translucent skin, and who smokes a pipe constantly. That felt like a throwback to kind of classic spy movies, which was really fun. There was a line that was repeated a bit too much for me, though, about him exhaling smoke from his lungs, but Lon was so fun that I can overlook that. In fact, all the characters are fun because there are a lot of aliens. Lelaine travels to different planets, running into and fighting with a few different species of various body types. It's one of those futures realities without alien xenophobia where everyone just kind of like coexists. It's kind of like Star Trek and Star Wars in a general sense. It has a really fun world build in that regard, and I liked that kind of cozy. It's not a cozy story, but that kind of a cozy world build in that you're like, okay, this isn't going to get like super serious. The story is okay. The immensity of the problem seemed like a third book in a trilogy issue, not a standalone, but it made sense, and I liked the way it poked fun at demented trillionaires. There was a twist I expected, but it came from a different angle than I anticipated, which was great. We basically have the typical espionage format, a mystery to solve which turns into a person to hunt down, interspersed with a few action scenes against hired goons, a couple of fights against the right-hand person, and then the climax with the villain. There are also a few tropes of the genre, such as the fancy party, the gadgets, the techie, and the car chases, though, the vehicles they use are far beyond cars. There's a really cool kind of flying motorcycle chase with a waterfall. It was really good. There is honestly nothing else I can say in critique of the novel. It has moments of humor, the prose is great, it's easy to follow, and it's well balanced. There are a few chapters in the second person, which was surprising, but I wasn't sure why the second person was kind of necessary. It was well done, and it didn't take me out of the story. I was just like, oh, this is interesting. There's even little bits of poetry here and there tied into Lillian's hobby, which was neat. Overall, if you like spy stories, aliens, high-tech space adventure, and struggling poets, you'll likely get a real kick out of this one, and I highly recommend it. It is a lot of fun.